We're going to take a moment and play some musical chairs while we get our next guest here at the news desk. We're joined by Mr. Greg Lambrecht. He is the CEO of Singlepoint Incorporated. S-I-N-G is their stock symbol. Greg, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me back. It's been a while.
You know, something we have not talked about your company for quite some time, but with the elections pending and so much legislation that is being voted on by voters with respect to marijuana legalization, I thought I'd talk about that side of your business again. What's going on with that side of your company?
Well, we're really excited. As you know, 2 years ago, we were placing point-of-sale terminals and allowing debit and credit cards to go through dispensaries, and the bank shut it down, so we were disappointed. Now with these new states coming on and the new administration, we feel very optimistic that they are going to open those banks back up, and we're going to be back in the processing business for marijuana consumption.
Well, it makes so much sense, because if it's an all-cash business, it's a dangerous prospect if you're running a dispensary to have that much cash in the building. But we're looking at California, we're looking at Nevada. I think Maine is another one of the states that are looking at recreational marijuana legislation. Depending on which poll you read, it looks like all three are going to pass. So let's just use California. It's the sixth largest economy in the world.
Right.
If they legalize marijuana, somebody has to allow the money to go into banks.
Well, that's right. So it's not only more convenient for customers to use their debit or credit card to purchase cannabis, which is where we come in. We're a merchant processor, but those dispensaries that don't have bank accounts, they can't place their cash anywhere. So this has become a big problem. They can't put their cash in the bank. So I think with more and more states passing, that the legislators in those states and also the new administration is going to have to look at allowing the banks to take credit and debit cards. And that's why we're back in this game. In fact, we get about 5 calls a week from dispensaries wondering if we can handle their processing, and hopefully in short order we're going to be able to say yes.
Well, let's face it, the reason all of this is happening is because the government wants the tax revenue.
Right.
They want the tax revenue, and of course, when you get the tax revenue involved, the IRS gets involved, or the franchise tax boards get involved. They're going to want to keep track of all this money that's being transpired between buyer and seller. So at some point in time, they're going to say, we can't keep track of cash, we can keep track of electronic money.
Yeah, in my opinion, of course, Colorado and Washington, Oregon are legal. But as you get through this next voting cycle and you maybe get 10 or 12 states, I think that's going to be what pushes the administration over to, or at least the banks, to say, yes, we will start to take other forms of payment besides cash. And that's what we're excited about.
Now, that side of your business, you've got a really special website. I think it's called singleseed.com. Tell us about the website.
Well, please go to the website. It's called singleseedpayments.com. And we have experience in this business. We were doing this business in Washington and Colorado. So we already know how to do this. We had a lot of accounts that we were doing the credit and debit card processing for. And we built that website, which is very interactive with the dispensaries, and it's an excellent website, and it's back up now, and we're excited to see what happens here.
So singleseedpayments.com. Now, if you're a dispensary and you're wanting to begin accepting electronic payments, how quickly can you get a client dispensary set up?
Oh, we can set up a dispensary in a day and ship the point-of-sale terminal to their store. Of course, one of the other things that's exciting about Singlepoint is, as our shareholders know, we're very good at mobile payments. So we are currently working on a mobile app that specifically is designed for customers to just use their mobile phone and pay for the cannabis.
Well, so many people are using their phones. You stand in line at Starbucks, and half the customers are swiping their phone across the terminal. And that was my next question, is whether mobile phones were the next step in paying for cannabis in dispensaries.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we do very well is text messaging. So our plan all along was to allow these dispensaries to use text messaging as a marketing to send text to their current customers that they have their phone numbers from. Now, what that will turn into is when they get that text from that dispensary saying that they may have half off on a product, there will be a link, and when they hit that link, it'll take them to a mobile landing page, and in that mobile landing page, they can simply use their credit card and their mobile phone to do a transaction, in this case, purchase cannabis.
Well, the world is changing as we sit here and look at it. Once again, the company is Singlepoint Incorporated, S-I-N-G is their stock symbol. Go to that website, singleseedpayments.com, check that out. Greg, exciting update. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.